What's going on there, YouTube? I know everybody's been dying for an update on the K10 build. Kind of got it in a rut with it, but I made a little progress yesterday, and I've got some momentum again, so we're going to keep moving forward on it. So I'm going to start off showing you what I did. Alright, so the parts I was waiting on, these little shackle drop pieces here. I did get another Trailfinder 2 frame. I had to buy a whole chassis set on eBay just to get those. So I got those put on. I went ahead and put bruiser shackles front and rear. Excuse me, just to get a little bit more lift out of it. Still a long way to go on the suspension. I've run into some new problems in the front with the height that I've got the truck at. But we'll get to that here in a minute. And I do still have these 4-link mounts underneath my leaf springs in the rear. I'm still hoping I can come up with some kind of trailing arm type suspension on it. Just to add some extra support for the rear. And something to look cool hanging down underneath it. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Excuse me, sorry. And I do plan on putting some different axles on here. I don't want to build this with the Yoda 1 axles, but that's the only ones I have spare right now. I did make some body mounts. I did some check-in. I had to drill out some holes a little bit bigger because these body posts I had were a little bit bigger. And they get the body in the right spot. I had to do a little bit more sanding on the body, on the front edge, to get it where it needed to be. One side was a little bit longer. You can see, so I got a little bit of plastic in there. So I think I've about got it even now. I had somebody ask me, this body work is still far from done. This is just one layer of Tamiya putty, and it's going to need a lot more work still. I'll probably do another layer. I mean, once this stuff dries, it shrinks, it draws in. So I can still feel the line all the way down. And I hadn't even gotten close to getting this done. So it'll need another layer, and then a whole lot more sanding, and then I'll probably go ahead and primer it after that, and then I'll have to come back and fill in spots here and there where it's not even, and sand it and prime it, and then maybe it'll be ready for paint. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, there's still a ways to go on the body work. But let me move up to the front end. Alright, so I did go ahead and swap I did have the Jalon 2 shock hoops on here. This truck being as lifted as it is, as tall as it's going to sit, it didn't need the extra room for longer shocks, so I did go ahead and put the Trailfinder 2 mounts back on. They are shorter, so I should be able to get a 90, if not maybe a 100mm shock up there. I would like to run the dual shocks, but I just can't justify paying $80 for those mounts, those super lift mounts that they sell. So I don't know about that yet. maybe later down the line in this build, but for now, that's a no-go. So I put the bruiser shackles, the longer shackles on the front, but I've got 3 4-leaf springs on there, and the problem I'm having now, if you can tell, move it back a little bit, the tire is sitting back in the wheel arch more than it is towards the front, and that's just because the lift. If you push it back down, it's right centered in it. Lift it back up. So I'm not really sure how to handle this yet. I could go back and swap on the Trailfinder 2 shackles. That would help correct it. But I don't have a transmission in here. I don't have any electronics, anything in it really at all. So I'm hoping maybe once we add some weight, get the body done, get the interior in, that it'll sit back down kind of where it needs to be. So for now, we're just going to keep moving forward. Yeah, these are all, I think, 110. These are whatever comes in stock on the back of the Trail Finder 2. I've got 4 of them. I went ahead and used some scale hardware. I've got beveled spacers about 3mm on the top, nuts on the back. On the bottom I have 1mm spacers, just flat, because the axle is wider. So it keeps them pretty parallel. They a little bit further apart at the bottoms. But pretty happy with the look. It's very 80s monster truck kind of style, so it's kind of what I'm going for with this. Yeah, happy with that. I don't know how. I thought I'd ordered, I think I used them on something else I wasn't thinking about. I've still got the shocks I was going to use in the front. I've got an 80 and a 90. I don't have 2 of the same anymore. So, I may do something a little different on the front. I'm thinking maybe this style of truck, nowadays you see them, they've got like the big wheels, really deep, like 24x14s or something silly on them. Low profile tires, and they put them king coilovers in the front with the, you know, external reservoir. So maybe I'll do something like that in the front. Something gaudy and flashy. So I don't know. This build's still a long way to go. I haven't figured out how to mount the front of the bed yet. Like I showed you a minute ago, I've got the post in the back. The rest of it just kind of sits. I've got this battery or ESC tray just kind of wedged in there. And right now it's still kind of snug. Keeping the body between the cab and the frame, kind of wedged in there. Trying to get the right height, but I'm happy with the wheelbase. Since I shaved a little bit more off the bed, it looks spot on short bed pickup now. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know what else to do, guys. Oh yeah, I did swap it back to my 155s that I reversed with the Pitbull Growlers. These are the raw steel Landies. That you just can't beat the stance of it on the Blazers bodies, because they're just so much wider that way. It really fills it out nice. I was hoping to get some bigger. I bought some 1.9s. I bought these Boom Racing Krakens, and they had wheel wideners, and I was thinking, you know, these are 1.9 stretched on a 1.7 tire, Trail Country Dixie Pex. One, they're going to be way too soft. These tires are just so thin. There's no sidewall strength at all. Foams that come with them are just nothing. So that plan backfired on me, and they weren't going to stick out enough. So I think I decided to go the other direction. I'm not sure if I'm going to run these wheels or not. I'm not sure what I'm going to put those wheels on at all, but find something for them. But yeah, the way these are, they've got those 1.9 stamped steel wheels now with the deep dish. But I really wanted something better than just steel wheels, so I don't know. We'll figure something out here later. But yeah, that's about all I got right now. I haven't even looked at finishing the bed floor yet, making a cab or the front wall in the bed. So yeah, I haven't really gotten any plans. I just messed with it the other day, got the bed on, so I thought I'd share that with y'all. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to follow along on Instagram for sneak peeks of things to come. And I'll see you in the next video.